The 13 on Your Side weather deck is sponsored by Montel Construction, your home team.
It's a mid-March feel here on the 2nd of May, and yesterday more of a blustery, raw day overall. We have one last day of this cooler, showery pattern before finally we can enjoy some spring warmth, at least weather returning back to where it should be this time of year. So our outdoor outlook today, still not the best of days. I know if you have outdoor work to do, it's going to be another tough one with those chilly temperatures and the on and off shower chances. But after today, improvement does arrive. Wednesday, Thursday onward, even through the weekend, we will be on the dry side and we'll also start to warm up. But today, 13 weather ball is blinking green. No change foreseen in the way of those numbers. So another cool one for this time of year, and we'll hold on to that continued rain chance throughout the entirety of today. 13 weather ball brought to you by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. The numbers today, not really climbing much. Lower 40s at best. Like I said yesterday, to put this all in perspective, we should be in the middle 60s this time of year, so nowhere close. And when you factor in the wind, that will still remain rather breezy. Some gusts today over 30 miles per hour. Wind chill values will be stuck in the lower 30s, and at times they'll feel more like the upper 20s as you head out and about. Now, we had widespread rain, a few snowflakes mixing in yesterday afternoon, in the evening, even throughout much of the overnight hours. Much of the coverage becoming more spotty in nature, and that's going to be the theme of today. We're still under the influence of this pesky low pressure system, but it will start to scoot off to the east, and we'll replace that with our friend, the Big Blue H high pressure, by tomorrow, and that's what's going to dry us out and eventually warm us up by the end of the week. Our hour of forecast, most of the shower activity today will be in the way of rain, just like yesterday. Can't rule out a few wet snowflakes mixing in here and there, but we're not expecting any accumulation. Finally, by the end of this evening, outside of a lingering shower, we start to dry out. Clouds will probably still remain stubborn all the way through tomorrow morning before finally, by the end of tomorrow, for the midpoint of the week, I think we enjoy a few peaks of sunshine here and there. The bigger theme of the week, however, this chilly air mass we've been dealing with the last few days, that finally peels out of here, and we'll replace that with spring warmth by the end of the week, and especially by this weekend. Now, tomorrow, temperatures are still in the 50s because our winds are out of the north, but by Thursday, the wind direction becomes more light and variable. We're in the lower 60s, and on Friday, the wind direction's out of the south, and that boosts us well into the 60s to wrap up the week. Today, however, just get through today, then there's a lot to look forward to in the way of this forecast. Middle 40s at the lakeshore, touch cooler inland, upper 30s to lower 40s to the north, and right around 41, 42 degrees I-96 to the south, but it will feel cooler than what the thermometer reads because of that breezy wind that still lasts around West Michigan. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. A nice stretch of weather Wednesday through the weekend, all the way into the lower 70s by this upcoming Sunday. That's great news for the opening weekend of tulip time, and then we hold on to that warmth, at least lower 70s, much of next week.